Chapter 1. Nia. I was drunk at the time, and I should have known what I was doing. Now, just 20 years old, it seemed that I had a pregnancy to care for. Never thought the day would ever come, but it was right here. The pregnancy test tube I was holding in my hand confirmed that to me. I stood in front of his house, turning my head from side to side. I looked for some kind of confirmation that he was going to care, but I wasn't with him because of his matureness. I didn't choose him because I thought he could give me a life of glamour and a family. I fell in love with him because all the other girls in high school sucked up to him. They surrounded him when he was playing his guitar. They murmured sweet things to his ear, and he kissed them in return. I wished so much at the time to be like those girls to him. I guessed I should have seen it coming a mile away. When he offered me that threesome with his best friend, I couldn't resist it. Now, still standing in front of his house and holding a shoulder bag, I could only hope that his reaction to the news was going to be positive. But ever since our time in high school, he'd never changed. He'd always been the carefree kind of man, watching football and smoking dope most of the time. Studying wasn't for him. Working wasn't either, but he did make some money. Enough to keep paying the rent of his house, that was. It wasn't the kind of house I'd like to live the rest of my life in. If he wasn't here, I wouldn't even be at this place. I would never search for a house to buy in this kind of neighborhood, that's for sure. I put the pregnancy test in the shoulder bag, with the word yes highlighted on it. I was pregnant with his baby, or maybe it was his friend's. What was his name again? I didn't know him well at the time, about 2 weeks ago. He was handsome though. Chocolate skin just like mine, buzz-cut, clean-shaven, black hair, coconut eyes. Just remembering the moment we shared was enough to make me feel like doing it again. But he'd been here for nothing more than a couple of days. I guess that at the time, I thought it would be nice to show him some lost hope hospitality. This city and its residents weren't known for that, but still, it didn't matter. I was horny, had a crush on him, and it was my boyfriend that brought it up. He made the offer. We were kind of drunk, alcohol flowing through our veins, and at the time I couldn't care less if the guys were going to use condoms or not. It turned out they didn't, and now here I was standing in front of his door. My hand was shaking. If his best friend was the father, I had no idea how he would react. I didn't want to piss him off. That was one of the reasons I'd been holding this back. I didn't want to confront him. I still knocked on the door slightly with the knuckles of my hand. I hadn't wanted.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?